The power of community to me is about local people being able to determine the outcomes of their lives. I've got some show and tells. This is what we do in one community. Anytime we win anything or we want to celebrate ourselves for anything, we do a show and tell. So I'm going to pass out my show and tells because today, a month ago, I was in Chicago running the Chicago Marathon. Some of you may never have seen it close up. So I've got a Berlin one, a Chicago one, and my award, because some of you may not have even get to see that close up. So pass it around, but don't steal it. Right, let me go up there. Right, I think I'm mic'd up. So I told you I was going to come in my little Red Riding Hood dress. Do you like it? Drum rolls might be nice so I can do a dance, but no worries. Thank you very much. So my slot is about building the new different. That is something that we believe is something that we want to continue in one community for the next at least 5 years, even though I know that we can't really project that far ahead, but we are going to try. We believe in challenging the norm in everything that we do at one community by removing what we call, you all know that phrase, thinking that stops us from moving forward. Show and tell, or bring and share, as we call it, are ways we celebrate each other's personal and group achievements in a tangible way. Our differences are what makes us unique. So what is it about you that is quirky, unusual, and sometimes downright offensive to others? Well, therein lies your genius. And we've heard a lot about that today, actually, through some of the other speakers. There was a session even this morning about it. We can all identify with feeling like we don't belong. We all have something that separates us from the crowd. Can I declare to you that being different is the new normal? Particularly if we are going to inspire the next generation of leaders. I am from a town of significant historical and strategic importance. This area of Essex has the largest Amazon fulfillment center in Europe, built in 2017, and apparently it's the second largest in the world. It has a port and a cruise terminal that's the gateway to Europe and the rest of the world. In fact, it's also well documented that Queen Elizabeth I made a speech in 1588 to encourage the troops to defend the Kingdom of England against the expected invasion by the Spanish Armada. It is noted in her transcript that she said, I know, I might not have the accent, so pardon me. I know I have the body of a king and of a feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king, and of a king of England too. It is also the place where the Empire Windrush docked in 1948, bringing in 1,027. Go on then, if you want to clap properly. 1,027 people to help rebuild the British economy after the Second World War. I believe in Tilbury town and its 14,000 plus residents, where I chose to live in its notorious Tilbury flats back in 2007. Residents of Tilbury flats had only one ambition, apart from me, to move out. I got involved in a rally called Taking Charge of Your Community, which was a gathering of the good, the bad, and the extraordinary, because we don't have any ugly people in Tilbury. These people were sick and tired of being sick and tired of feeling done to. The only leisure center in the area had just been closed permanently by the local authority with no consultation, in spite of the land that the leisure center was on being covenanted for leisure. People were already feeling broke, busted, and disgusted. and needed someone to believe in them. The 200 plus people who showed up at the Taking Charge meeting were desperate for change, but only 12 of us volunteered to help set up the new community anchor organization that was going to give us our autonomy after being spurred on by then the Development Trust Association, which is now, of course, in partnership with BASAC and became Locality. So here I was, the new kid on the block. I felt like a member of the global majority that has been seen as a local minority, rather than the local champion that I saw myself as. Trust me, Tilb's people, or Tilburians, as I like to call them, have very strong views and opinions that will send any outsider packing. One Community Development Trust was the name chosen by the local community when we were finally incorporated in 2008 during the thick of the recession. I was now one of the 12 disciples who became the first trustees of the newly formed organization, and I had a very respectable position of vice chair. Our chair at the time, who was also a lay preacher, was well respected by the local community, and I was rest assured that I would not be thrust into the limelight anytime soon. But the unfortunate happened. He left suddenly, and I had to step up as nobody else wanted to fill his shoes. I can honestly say I was petrified. I don't know if any of you know Tilbury town. I, like Queen Elizabeth the First, was a woman. However, I was a Nubian queen with an uncommon name, aspiring to lead in a white majority town. All my initial fears did, however, fuel my desire to make a difference against all the odds. I eventually won the hearts of many, but not all, obviously, as expected. 14 years on, one community has survived without owning a single asset, although not lacking of trying. And Carol Riley will be a testament to that. We've tried everything in Thurrock. But by developing people, one person at a time, through often bespoke, peer-supported, person-centered initiatives, we serve an average of 4,000 residents every year through our work club, coffee, mornings, VIP, volunteer investment program, by the way. We can't get traditional volunteers, so we have to do our own thing. Train them up, encourage them, have a portfolio for them to achieve something. Little things that mean a lot. I think you can guess in the names what they're about. Head Start to Employment, TLC, Tender Loving Care Project, Walk to Connect, Moneywise, Rise, to name a few. And we're just about to start a warm hub coming soon on a busy high street near you, because we operate from a shop front known as the One Community Shop. We soon realized that what made us resilient over the years were actually the things we dared to do differently. Working in partnership with anyone who dared to work with us. One Community is a do-it-yourself organization, DIY, who has won local and national awards, including the Transforming Lives Award that should be passing around somewhere, for making significant social and economic impact in the lives of residents who have just wanted a Tilbury to be a place they are proud to live and work during their lifetime. They even put a time scale to it. Just while I'm alive, I just want to live in a proud place, somewhere clean, somewhere I'm proud of. The Locality Convention has been phenomenal. I've had a ball, and I believe we all come here together to inspire one another as co-laborers in this power of community. However, it has always been echoed, as it's always been echoed by many of the speakers, that our government and funding systems are broken. I believe that individually and collectively, as we change the way we do normal by being different, we will grow the next generation of leaders. So, an assignment for you guys. You don't get away with just sitting and listening. On your pieces of paper, iPads, notebooks, or whatever you make notes on, Write something that you are going to start doing differently when you leave convention. Go on then, get out your pens, write down the date. This is real. Write down the date you're going to start it. Make sure that you have somebody that will hold you accountable to doing it or towards achieving it. I'm going to give you 1 minute that I don't have to do that. And if you do care to share later on what you've written down, please do, because I believe I'm going to go and sit down over there in a minute. Thank you very much for listening.